ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। जय श्री हरि विष्णु भगवान। जय महालक्ष्मी माता। Sixth chapter of the Vaishakh Maas Mahatmya of the Vaishnav Khand of the Skand Purana is as follows. Chapter 6. The story of a house lizard. Sri Narad said, O king, one who does not offer water in the month of Vaishakh to those who are excessively thirsty and tired of journey over a long way shall be born as an animal in lower species. In this connection, they cite the following old story and a very wonderful dialogue between a Brahman and a house lizard. Formerly in the family of Ikshvaku, there was a king named Hemang. He was a benefactor of Brahmanas. He was exceedingly munificent. He had conquered enemies and had all the sense organs perfectly under his control. He gifted away as many cows as there are particles in the earth, as there are drops of water in seas, etc., and as there are stars in the sky. The whole earth became splendid with plenty of kusha grass as they were left strewn by him after his yajnas were over. Many Brahmanas were propitiated by him with the donation of cows, lands, ginjali seeds, gold, and other things. It is well known that there were no charitable gifts not made by him. Of course, water was the sole thing not given by him, O king, because he thought that it was easily available. He was advised by Vashisht, the noble souled son of Brahma. Yet he argued, what fruit can a donor acquire? A donor of a valueless thing which is available everywhere. With this wrong notion and arguments in support thereof, he did not offer water to any Brahman. His statement, apparently well founded, was, there shall be merit in giving what is not available. He worshipped Brahmanas wanting in limbs, poor Brahmanas, and those devoid of means of livelihood. He did not adore those Brahmanas who were well versed in the Vedas, were knowers of truth, and those who expounded Brahm. All people will worship well reputed persons, offering them rich presents, who will help the helpless ones, Brahmanas without learning, those disabled ones without limbs, and the poor ones. Hence they deserve sympathy, thinking thus he, of his own accord, offered some wealth to undeserving persons without the concurrence of his preceptor. On account of this great sin, the king became a chatak bird in the course of 3 births, a vulture in 1 birth, and a dog in the course of 7 births. Afterwards, he was born as a house lizard in the abode of a king of Mithila named Shrutkirti. O king, he sustained himself by feeding on insects. That evil minded one remained thus in the loft of the inner apartment for 87 years. Once an excellent sage named Shrutdev, well versed in the Vedas, came to the abode of the king of Videha at midday. On seeing him, the king was highly delighted. He got up promptly and adored him with madhupark and other things offered by way of reception. He sprinkled over his own head the water with which he washed his face. As good luck would have it, the house lizard too was sprinkled with a few drops. Immediately, the lizard could remember previous births. Having remembered the previous karmas, it became exceedingly distressed. It cried and prayed, save me, to the Brahman who had come to that abode. The Brahman was surprised on hearing the sound of being of lower stratum. He asked, O lizard, where are you crying from? What karma has brought you to this condition? Are you a Dev, an ordinary man, a king, or a Brahman? Tell me who you are, O highly blessed one. Today I shall redeem you. On being asked thus, the king spoke to Shrutadev of great intellect. I am born of the race of Ikshvaku. I was an expert in the Vedas and scriptural texts. I had gifted away as many cows as there are particles in the earth, or as there are drops of water in seas, etc., or as there are stars in the sky. All the yajnas were performed by me. I performed acts of public utility, such as digging lakes, wells, etc. Charitable gifts were given and the rites due for the month of Vaishakh were performed. Still, I have fallen in this miserable state to suffer instead of being rewarded with a higher status. 3 times I was born as a chatak bird and once as a vulture. Previously, O Brahman, birth as a dog had been gone through by me 7 times. As this king sprinkled himself with the water after washing your feet, some drops fell on me accidentally. Thereby I have been reminded of the previous births. All the sins of mine have been dispelled. I have yet to take 28 births as a house lizard. They appear to have been ordained by fate. I am extremely afraid of the same. I do not see any reason therefore. Explain to me fully. On being told thus, that sage saw everything with his vision of perfect knowledge and said, Listen, O king, I shall tell you the reason for your birth in the lower species of beings. Water was not offered by you in the month of Vaishakh, of which Lord Vishnu is fond. Since water is easily available, you decided that it was worthless. Due to your ignorance, even in summer season, water was not offered by you to wayfarers and Brahmanas. Further, you made charitable gifts to undeserving persons, ignoring deserving ones. Oblations are never offered on ash after leaving aside blazing fire. A tree may have different colors, it may possess sweet fragrance, etc. But if it is overgrown with thorns, no one adores it. Among excellent trees, Ashwath has attained the status of one worthy of being resorted to. Is an eggplant worshipped after setting aside a tulsi plant? Helplessness is no criterion for worship. Those helpless persons, such as lame and disabled ones, are merely to be pitied. Those who strictly adhere to penance, those who possess perfect knowledge, those who are experts in the Vedas and scriptures are like Vishnu incarnate. They should be worshipped always and never the others. There too, those Brahmanas who are endowed with perfect knowledge and are always great favorites of Vishnu. O king, Vishnu too is always loved by persons having perfect knowledge. Hence, a man with knowledge is worthy of being adored. He is remembered as the greatest among those who are worthy of being worshipped. Contempt of persons of excellent conduct leads to misery both here and hereafter. Service rendered to great men is the cause of achievement of the aims of life. Even if crores of blind people join together, they will not be able to see things as they really exist. In the same manner, even an association of 10,000s of dull witted persons cannot be fruitful in any manner. Tirthas are not mere waters, the deities are not mere clay or stone. As for good men, they sanctify merely by their sight, but only after lapse of a great deal of time. Those who are well trained by them do not become distressed, thanks to the service rendered to good men, just as the persons nourished with nectar are not afflicted with births, deaths, old age, etc. O scion of the family of Ikshvaku, water was not offered by you, nor were good men served. Therefore, this misfortune, birth in a low species, has befallen you. For the purpose of quelling the evil and attaining peace, I shall give you all the merit acquired by me through the holy rites performed by me in Vishak. Thereby, you will get rid of all the evil fruits of the past, present, and future karmas. After saying this and ceremoniously sipping water, he donated the excellent merit. When the merit of the holy bath taken in the course of a day was gifted away by the Brahman, that king had all his sins quelled. He cast off the body of the house lizard. He had divine garlands, garments, and ornaments. Even as all the living beings were watching, he stood with palms joined in reverence within the mansion of the king of Mithila. He circumambulated them and bowed down to them. On being permitted by them, the king got into a divine aerial chariot. Eulogized by the immortal ones, he went to heaven. There, without any lethargy, lustily, he enjoyed great pleasures for 10,000 years. The great Lord himself was reborn in the Ikshvaku race as Kakutstha. That great Lord was a part of Vishnu. He was a friend of Devendra. He protected the entire earth consisting of 7 continents. He was the patron of Brahmanas and was honored by good people. Enlightened by Vashisht, he performed all the fine rites prescribed for to be performed in Vaishakh. Thereby he got rid of all the inauspiciousness and evils. After attaining divine knowledge, he obtained salvation in the form of Sayujya with Vishnu. Hence, Vaishakh is auspicious. If the rites are performed by all men, Vaishakh bestows longevity, fame, and affluence. It is destructive of masses of great sins. It is the cause of the achievement of all aims of life. Vishnu becomes pleased hereby. In the month of Vaishakh, during vernal season, great holy rites are to be performed by all men of the four castes as well as four stages of life. The sixth chapter of the Vaishakh Maas Mahatmya of the Vaishnav Khand of the Skand Purana is completed. All those who are listening, please say with me, Jai Sri Hari Vishnu Bhagwan, Jai Mahalakshmi Mata. Friends, please like and share this video. Also, do subscribe the channel. Thanks. Hare Krishna.